This episode of In the Breezeway with Franny and Beebs brought to you by All Season Roofing Norwood. For all your roofing needs, from steep angle roofs right through to flat roofs, from steel to top quality shingles, get the job done right the first time. A complete job from start to finish, including cleanup. The only way you'll know they were there is by the beauty of your brand new roof. All Season Roofing Norwood, 1-800-837-6469. 1-800-837-6469.
Well, welcome to another week in the Breezeway with Franny and Beebs. I'm Franny, this is Beebs, and tonight's special guest,
York Home Bell Smith from Classic Rock.
There you go.
107.9.
107.9.
Good to have
Thank
you
you very
back,
much.
buddy.
It's a pleasure to be back. Pleasure to see you guys. You got it right. That's
Perfect, love it. And this is episode 2, where the tables are turned, and Beebs is under the gun tonight.
Yeah, bring it on. It's easy.
It's part 2. Talked to you last week. Now we're going to get your impression, feeling, opinion of the relationship. But first, we want to go back and let everybody that doesn't know you, where are you from? Let's tell us the Stephen Bebee story.
I'm from a little town north here called Garden Hill, in between Melbourne and Port Hope, that's way in County Road number 9. There's a little town there.
There's a good chip truck there.
Oh, there used to be. I don't know if there is anymore. I used to terrorize the town, but they're probably glad I'm not there anymore now. Yeah, a lot of fun in Garden Hill. And there's still a lot of people back home, but a lot of them are gone now. I still miss it.
What inspired you to write that song about Garden Hill?
Well, actually, it was 2010. My aunt was passing away of bone cancer, and I had a good friend, Jackie Toms, had brain cancer. And I just got thinking about when you're a kid and things were simpler. Didn't have to worry about death or paying bills and stuff. And so I wrote that song. It's all true. And I sang it to Jill that night when I finished it, and she said it was a good song. I had a hard time singing it sometimes because it brings back memories, but I'm pretty proud of it.
You should be.
Absolutely.
And it's on its new CD. You got to check out, look us up on Facebook. If anybody requests a CD, we'll get you a copy. It's a great mixture of bluegrass and country.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
It's awesome, really.
I like the old stuff. You know, just the way I am. I like the old country and the old bluegrass. And
Music that brings out an emotion. It brings out a feeling in you.
well,
that's
yeah,
inspiring.
music for the common man, I'd say. You know, it's easy to understand.
Yeah. We do have comments from the peanut gallery, and that's absolutely fine. What I want you to do is take us back to when you first got your first love of music. Where did it come from for you?
Through my mom and dad, and actually the Gilmore family are here tonight. I used to hang around with Glenn and Vic and Audrey played the fiddle, and all the boys played Morris and Earl. And Glenn and Wayne, and mom and dad used to go there to house parties, and us kids would all play, and parents would sit in the kitchen and have a kitchen party. So eventually I got old enough, and they threw a guitar in my hand, and went from there.
I'm going to throw a little curveball at you right now. As you were thinking about us taking this show today, is there a song that popped into your head that you thought, I really want York to ask me to play this song?
Well,
What song would be the song you really want to play on this episode?
well, Carefree Days, definitely got to do that one. And my dad and Hank. And any George Jones you could think of, I could.
Pick one.
All right,
Play it now.
I'll do the one I wrote.
This is what's coming to the top of his head right now.
Ragtop, 64 boom on with a 283. First car Dad let us drive, my brother and me. We couldn't reach the pedal, so Dad ran the gas. It's a memory of mine that'll always last. Cruising the back roads around Garden Hill, looking for a fishing pole. Oh, what a thrill to catch some fish for supper and take 'em on home. an old 8-track player playing George Jones. And I wish I could go back to those carefree days with Monty and Bill never got in the way. And all us kids got together to play. And I wish I could go back to those carefree days. On Saturdays we'd go to the Gilmore's farm to cut wood for the winter or put hay in the barn. And when the day was over and the work was all done, we'd head for the kitchen and have us some fun. Yeah, out come the guitars and the mandolin. Miss Audrey on her fiddle was going right in. Lord, I wish I could go back, relive those days again, when it seemed like the night was never end. And I wish I could go back to those carefree days when Monty and Bill never got in the way. And all us kids got together to play. And I wish I could go back to those carefree days. Now that I'm older and my hair's turned gray, my memory still takes me back to those carefree days. Yeah.
Wow. Wow, brother. I mean, seriously, that's a song about life. It's about a life, but a life that everybody can share.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people can relate to it.
Great song.
Honor Robert.
I mean, to come out of that and be able to perform it, that can't be an easy thing to do.
At times, sometimes we get through it easier than other times, but it's definitely difficult to sing at times when you think about the people that I was thinking about when I wrote it. So.
All right, let's get into another song from you that's going to be easy to play, fun to play, one that you really enjoy.
Well, me and Freddie worked on this one once, I think. You better start to treat your man a little bit better. Better wear a smile like I'm home, not a frown. Better give me everything I need and a lot of loving. Ought to be a day your little daddy won't be around. Well, I work all day and half the night to please my baby. Every time I come home, I find the place turned upside down. Better find it there instead of sleep, just like I left you. If I ain't mistaken, there's a dirty little mouse that's messing around. Better start to treat your man a little bit better. Better wear a smile like I'm home, not a frown. Better give me everything I need and find loving. Won't be a day your little daddy won't be around. Well, you were so nice and sweet, you did what I said. Your daddy's sweet, little bit so true and kind. Ever since I brought you to this mean old dirty city, well, it seems to me everybody bets you all the time.
tune. Why did you pick that? Give us a story on it.
Oh, it's George Jones' song, and I don't know, I just always liked the way he did that song live. He always put a lot of fun into it, and honky tonk the shit out of it, and it just gets you up and gets you moving. So it's just a fun song to do.
All right, so when you're now listening to music that's kind of around today, what gets you up and moving?
Today's music?
Anything that you're hearing today as you're walking down the street. What?
Well, I don't know. I stick to the old stuff, George Jones and Waylon Jennings and stuff like that. Harold McIntyre, Hank Williams Jr., stuff like that.
All right, so now you're talking about people that have obviously been around for a long time. Some have left us. Where's the future with this music? I mean, you listen to what you're singing, both of you guys, and the lyrics and the words and the feeling and the passion. Is that going to carry on somehow? Do you see anything in music today that's going to carry that on?
I think it'll come back around. Right now it's all about money down there and appearances. And it's like manufactured. But I mean, there's still people like us out here. And Jamie Johnson and the Chris Stapletons and Sturgill Simpsons and Whitey Morgan and those guys, they're gonna come up to the top eventually. This other stuff's gonna go away, I think. And we're trying to keep things going with our little show we got going here, trying to get people heard.
Well, that's a big part of it too. I mean, hats off to both of you guys for what you're doing here. I mean, it starts out as just an idea, and then you get a whole bunch of viewers, and then people, I mean, they really start to gravitate to it and get to understand. How do you get this to reach out to more people? Is there something we can do to get the people with the money to grab onto this and get the exposure,
Well,
the
just keep
widespread
going out and
exposure?
supporting your local bands. That'd be the best thing to do, and tell bar owners and jamborees or whatever you go to and concert venues that you want to hear.
Where else can you go to hear that wide arrangement of artists that we've had on? Really, I mean, if you think about it, we're into 45 episodes. There's 45 individuals, bands included, that's been a part of it. That now you can go there and go through. But I mean, other than that, to hire a band or to go see somebody just out of the blue, you're probably not going to do that. You'd like to see, and a lot of the entertainers that we have, you can contact them, see their shows, and when right on our site, which is handy if you're bar owners. And I know a lot of the jamboree guys are really eyeing up who's coming up through, who's been on the show. It's great.
Yeah. Keeps everybody working and get people heard. That's the main thing.
Well, that's the thing too, is finding the audience and getting a lot of the older fans back, and not necessarily back, but spreading the word.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people are sick of what's going on today's radio, and they wanna hear real music.
Country radio, isn't country radio anymore, right?
You don't have songwriters like Tom T. Hall and like that anymore. I mean, the creativity's gone. It's all cookie cutter.
There's more to it than that, but he's generalizing. But there's a lot of great songwriters out there, and it's a lot of great songs still come along. We're hearing these people come in with original songs. We just heard
lots of them on the show.
Kevin Parrish, he was another one, had great handwritten songs his own. They're still there. It's just the market's not out there, and if you're going to market yourself, you got to go where the market is, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, from what I've heard tonight and through both episodes with you guys, is the message in the music has changed. There's not a good message anymore. The message that we're hearing from you guys and from your heroes and the songs you guys wrote yourselves, there's an actual message out there. It's positive. It's positive.
No, I have to agree with. It'll come back around. That's all I can say. The songwriting, though, it's out there. It's just not getting heard, and that's what we're trying to do.
You don't see bedazzled jeans at Mark's Work Warehouse.
No. No, if they're there, I ain't buying them.
So, guys, the last time when I interviewed you, I asked you to play the very first song that you ever learned. Tonight, I'm going to ask you to play for us a song that means the most to you.
Well, this one here, my dad told me never forget it. It's the first song he ever sang to my mother. And Mom didn't even know that he told me that for a few years after he passed. And I told her, and she cried. She said that was the first song that she ever heard him sing. So, it goes like this. It's an older one. Many years ago, when Jack and Joe sailed the ocean front, they vowed a fortune each would make before returning home. Within a year, Jack made his wealth and sailed for home that day. He now regrets and sobs and frets that he had ever said.
And tonight's beer is brought to you by the one and only
Fred Warner. Whoa, look at
Hey, Fred.
Thanks, Fred.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, buddy. Great job. As
Good.
usual.
I've heard a lot about you lately, just from these two guys alone.
Oh, that can't be good.
Yeah, you know, yeah, it is good. It's all, they all say nothing but good about you. But how long have you been into this business yourself?
Into the Breezeway business?
No, in the announcing business.
Oh, the announcing business.
Yeah. The radio business, you know?
15 years.
15 years.
15 years. A decade and a half.
And you're gonna go for a long, 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 right?
Yeah, I hope so.
How many beer you
I
have?
don't have any other options.
Exactly.
The good looks are gone. I'm old. So
now.
last episode when I was introducing Stephen, I still can't get my head around that. So it's Franny and Beebs. When I talked to Franny, I asked him to play a final song and picked a subject. I got a pretty interesting subject for you. Let's say this is the last episode because tomorrow the episode shuts down. The internet's gone. There's no more connectivity. What song do you want to be your last song?
Oh, it had to
On
be
the
this
show.
one right here. He said, I'll love you till I die. She told him you'll forget in time. I watched the years pass slowly by. She still prayed on his mind. Kept her picture on the wall. He went half crazy out and he still loved her through it all. Hoping she'd come back again. Found love letters by his bed. Dated 1962. He had underlined in red every single I love you. I went to see my friend today. Oh, but I didn't see no tears. Was all dressed up to go away. First time I'd seen him smile again. He stopped loving her today. He placed a ring upon his door, and soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today. You know, she come to see him last time. Oh, we all wondered if she would. Oh, and it kept running through my mind. Oh, this time, he's over her for me. He stopped loving her today. Placed a ring on his door. Soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today.
Well, that's all the time we got this week in the Breezeway.
No, it's not.
Well, it's getting pretty close.
No, it's not. It can't be.
Oh,
You know why?
it's not.
You know why it can't be? Because I think you're a little nervous. You're getting a little paranoid. Because you're wondering what I'm going to ask him next, and you just want to cut him off. We're not going to let that
Listen,
happen.
there's an editing
Listen,
process
brother.
we got here.
Listen, brother. I asked you in our little interview
Oh, yeah.
your impressions of when you guys first met. So we got your side.
All right.
Now we want the Beeb side. You meet Steve, you become friends or whatever, and now all of a sudden we're sitting here and we're talking to hundreds of thousands and millions of people.
Exactly.
Tell us about when you guys first met.
Well, I met him a couple years back at his backyard bash over in Port Hope. Two guys on my band, Bill and Travis Watts, told me to go on over and check this out a few times, and I never did. And a couple years ago, me and the wife and our boarder, Rob, was sitting there and we were bored, and we went over, and I guess his dad had seen me sing somewhere before, and he got Steve to ask me to get on and sing a couple, so I did, and we were pretty much fast friends right away. We like all the same kind of music, and we get along really good. It's like I've known him my whole life, and it's only been a couple of years.
You know what? That says a lot. You two guys are fantastic. What you're doing here is fantastic. I'm honored to be a part of it.
Well,
I thank you very much.
I'm glad that you can make it out and put your time to it for the show.
Well,
Yeah,
we got to let people know
appreciate
what you guys are all about and what this is all about, and this needs to keep going.
Well,
For sure.
I'll show you what it's about here after now this episode's over.
All right, now I'm officially scared.
Till next week in the Breezeway, keep your beer on ice and your sticks handy.
And keep cheering for the Leafs.
Yeah, the bunch of toads.